Il Signore sia con voi.
Con il tuo spirito.
Vi benedica Dio Onnipotente, Padre, Figlio e Spirito Santo.
Amen.
The world stops when a new pope is chosen. But it's not just the cheers or the white smoke that matter. It's the people he picks first. These aren't just names on a list. They're the ones he trusts, the ones he knows, the ones who'll shape his mission. Pope Leo XIV, elected in a time of chaos and hope, started his journey by choosing 5 key people. Their stories are tied to his heart. These choices aren't random, they show who he is, what he values, and where he's taking the church. Let's dive into the first, but first, comment where you're watching from. Now, who is this man, and what does his bond with the Pope reveal? Number 5, Father Edgar Ivan Eningga, his closest confidant. From the small town of Chiclayo, Peru, Father Edgar was just a young seminarian when he met then Bishop Robert Provost, long before the world called him Leo XIV. The bishop saw something special in Edgar, a quiet strength, a sharp mind, and a heart full of faith. They didn't bond in fancy halls, but in humble chapels, visiting parishes, praying together, and serving the poor. Edgar wasn't just a helper, he became a friend, someone the bishop could trust completely. When Cardinal Provost moved to Rome, he didn't leave Edgar behind. He needed his steady presence, not for show, but for real support. And when the world celebrated Pope Leo XIV's election, one of his first moves was naming Edgar his personal secretary. This isn't a small job. Edgar sees every message, plans every day, and stands by the Pope through every choice, every prayer, every moment. He's there in the spotlight and in the quiet. What makes their bond so powerful? It's not just that they're close. Edgar gets the Pope. He knows what makes him laugh, what keeps him up at night, what brings him peace. He reminds Leo XIV of their days in Peru, listening to confessions, helping the needy, staying grounded. In the Vatican's whirlwind, Edgar keeps things real, simple, and true. This choice wasn't loud or flashy, it wasn't meant to be. It was about loyalty. By keeping Edgar close, Pope Leo XIV stays connected to his roots. In a world obsessed with power, he's chosen a friend who keeps him human. That's the real story, and it's just the beginning. The choices of a new pope reveal his heart. Pope Leo XIV, stepping into a world craving truth and hope, handpicked 3 more trusted allies to carry his vision. These aren't just titles, they're bold moves, showing where he's leading the church. Let's uncover who they are and why they matter. Number 4, Cardinal Baldesari Rea, the guardian of truth. Pope Leo XIV shocked many by naming Rea as Grand Chancellor of the John Paul II Pontifical Theological Institute. This role had been a battleground, with fights over the Church's teachings on family and humanity. By picking Rea, a man Rome trusts for his clear faith and kind heart, the Pope sent a message: the Church will stand strong, true, and loving. Their bond goes way back, forged in Vatican meetings and deep talks on faith and teaching. Rea's gift? He speaks truth with compassion, something Leo XIV has always admired. This isn't just a job, it's a mission to steer the Church back to its roots. Number 3, Cardinal Francois Xavier Bastilo, the soul of devotion. When Pope Leo XIV chose Bastilo as his envoy for the 350th anniversary of the Sacred Heart apparitions, it wasn't just a gesture, it was personal. Leo XIV's faith is rooted in the Sacred Heart of Jesus, a love that aches for the world. Bastilo, a Franciscan with a deep, prayerful spirit, shares that passion. They connected over years of work in Europe, bonding over simple worship and rich theology. Bastilo's preaching on Christ's mercy mirrors Leo's own heart. Sending him to this celebration isn't just diplomacy, it's a call to revive a love that changes everything. Number 2, Father Dave Dean Capucho, the voice of the forgotten. Pope Leo XIV raised eyebrows by naming Capucho as Bishop of the Prelature of Infanta in the Philippines. But for those who know the Pope's heart, it made perfect sense. Leo has always lifted up humble leaders who serve the margins. He met Capucho during talks about Asia's challenges, struck by his fierce love for the poor in rural and coastal areas hit hard by poverty and climate crises. This appointment isn't just a promotion, it's a spotlight on the people and places the world ignores. Capucho is Leo's proof that the Church belongs to the edges. Father Dave Dean Capucho, the shepherd of the overlooked. What caught Pope Leo's eye wasn't Capucho's words, but his life. No spotlight, no agenda, just pure service to struggling souls. By naming him Bishop of Infanta, Leo XIV proved the Church's future isn't just in Rome's halls, but in the dusty chapels of forgotten places. Capucho carries a cross and the grit of the people, a living sign of Leo's call for leaders who live close to the poor. Number 1, Father Miguel Angel Contrarus La Geruna, his brother in mission. Peru shines again as Pope Leo XIV named Contrarus, a Marian priest, as auxiliary bishop of Callao. This wasn't just a nod to their shared homeland, it was family. Leo and Contrarus go way back, sharing masses, missions, and the grind of serving Peru's packed cities and poor parishes. They've faced hungry crowds and thirsty hearts together. This choice is more than a job, it's a bridge from Leo's past to the Church's future. Contrarus now leads in Callao, tackling Latin America's challenges with truth and love. These 5 men aren't random. Each pick, whether loud or quiet, tells a story. They weave the fabric of Pope Leo XIV's vision, trust over titles, mission over headlines, faith over trends. Some prayed with him in Peru's chapels. Others knelt with him before the Eucharist. Now, they all stand with him as he builds a church that listens, speaks boldly, and serves with heart. These aren't just appointments, they're the pulse of his papacy. Through them, we see the shepherd God gave us in Pope Leo XIV. What do you think about these selections? Share your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to like and subscribe until next time.